right, Jesse on Fire, welcome back to the channel. So I want to talk about this video that's floating around of Nate Diaz smoking weed and blowing it in the face of the USADA rep that is in his house waiting for him to pee-pee in a cup. I need more pee. Nate, I can't leave unless you give me more pee-pee. How about I just smoke weed and I blow it in your face and then I put you on Instagram Live and humiliate you instead? And I just talk about how you won't leave my house. How about I do that instead?
How many liters do I got in there?
Liters? 2 more.
I got 2 more liters of piss I gotta give him, and he won't get out of here until...
I would just prefer to get your urine in a cup. Yeah, nah, man. You can come back in 6 hours to get that. If you're gonna stay here right now, you're going on Instagram Live, and I'm gonna hotbox you. How you like them apples? Now, I enjoyed that a lot, right? Pretty funny. But I'm gonna tell you why. It's actually insanely fucked up. Okay? Like really fucked up if you think about it, especially as it relates to the Diaz family. Okay? Now, here's the deal. How many of you guys know who Nick Diaz is? I assume all of you have raised your hand. How many of you guys were fans of the UFC long enough ago to know why you didn't see Nick Diaz in action for a very, very long period of time? And when I said UFC, I just meant combat sports in general. Because Nick Diaz lost 5 years of his career due to a USADA infraction. I think it was USADA, certainly a testing and then, athletic commission suspension. And I want to get into the details of that and then contrast it to yesterday so we can just talk about the absolute absurdity of life and how these government organizations or these sports organizations, whatever, these governing bodies are capable of just destroying people's lives. And people are like, oh, look at this. And like, there's no one home, dude. There's no one driving the ship. It's just a ship that's just going, Wanderlei Silva doesn't speak English. So he didn't understand. The guy asked him to pull out his junk with, no ID or anything. Suspend him for life. Suspend the guy for life. It's all. He literally is in a foreign country and doesn't speak the language. And you just told him to pull his trow down and show him your Yankee. Like, show you his Yankee. And he was like, I'm not going to do that. They're all, suspend him for life. You're all, okay. Yeah, no reason to have a conversation about this. Like, let's just run with that. Let's do exactly what he said. Just suspend him for life. Let's ruin his life. Well, what's he going to do otherwise? Wanderlei Silva? Yeah. Like, what's he going to do if he can't fight? He'll figure something out. He should have listened to the USADA guy. All righty. Just playing with people's lives. Just like that. Okay, cool. So we're going to talk about that as it relates to Nick Diaz and that video yesterday of Nate, because I think if you dig under the hood, it should probably piss you off. Now, before I do, though, since we're going to be talking about willies, pull out your willy and pee. This is the time to talk about sheath underwear, because I'm wearing it right now. And if USADA wanted me to pull my willy out, they would have to go into my underwear and decide which pocket that I've hidden it in, because there's pockets for that. There's pockets for your balls. And when it's hot in Texas, like it has been, that literally saves your life. You might not even realize how uncomfortable you are. You probably don't, which is why you should take this moment to go on sheathunderwear.com, buy a pair of sheath, just buy 1 pair or buy 3, do whatever you want, but buy 1 and try it. And let people in the comments that have them comment to tell you it's the bomb. Sheath are the bomb. I wear them every single day. And use the promo code FIRE20, FIRE20. And if you send me the receipt to realjesseonfire@gmail.com, you get entered in for the Jordans this month. I'm going to draw a winner for last month, finally, because I've been totally distracted. I owe the July ones. The June ones just landed. Paul got his. They're beautiful. That he actually owes me an Instagram video. He's going to send those. But anyway, so you can win some Jordans and you get the best underwear in the world. Sheathunderwear.com, promo code FIRE20. Okay, so here's the deal, right? So let me take you back to a time before you were born when Nick Diaz was fighting, okay? And he got popped after the fact for having THC in his system, marijuana. It was a marijuana infraction, a big performance enhancer, marijuana. So, when people say, so I feel like Nick Diaz got suspended for a long period of time. You're like, yeah, he did. He got one of the most biblical suspensions ever, a 5-year suspension. 5 years. What'd he do? Did he have sex with the Nevada State Athletic Board commissioner's wife while injecting testosterone into his cock? No. That's not what he did. I mean, he might have done that, but that's not why he got suspended. Well, gosh, 5 years. I mean, I've never even heard of John Jones taking a suspension like that after many, many, many pops, right? I've never, like Brock Lesnar, I think they just let him fight, So a 5-year suspension. It must have been something like, was it violence? Some kind of violence? Or no violence. Well, EPO? Because they only gave TJ Dillashaw 2 years. No, not EPO. No, it wasn't that. So what was it? He smoked marijuana. I'm sorry, did you say he smoked marijuana? Yeah. He got caught having smoked marijuana. And they suspended him for 5 years. Yep, 5 years. 5-year suspension. A 5-year suspension in a fighter's career is like a death sentence. I know. Isn't that crazy? Yeah, they just threw a 5-year suspension on him. Well, I just want to kind of point out how big of a deal that is. Where was Kamaru Usman 5 years ago? Not the champion. Yeah. I don't think he was going to win the championship for a while. He feels like he's been the champion for a pretty long time, right? Defended it a lot of times. Yeah, totally. Yeah, he wasn't even the champion yet. Huh. Okay. 5 years ago, I think Michael Bisping was the champion at 185. He was. Yeah, I know. He fought GSP in November of 2017. I looked it up. 5 years is an eternity in the fight game. I know. And they did him like that because he smoked weed. Yeah, they did. Yeah. Do you feel like maybe they kind of halfway destroyed his life? Yeah, I do, actually. I think that they did do that. I think that they very flippantly just threw a 5-year suspension on him for a non-infraction, especially given that he had a cannabis card at the time. And, so there's that. And then you just, you compare that to today, where a USADA guy can come to Nate Diaz's house and be all, hey, we need more pee. Nate, listen, Nate. I need more pee-pee. I need more of your pee. Yeah, I'll get you some pee. No, I need it now. I need 2 more milliliters. All right, open your mouth. Ayo. And Nate can just blow chronic smoke in his face and put it on Instagram Live. So when Nick was fighting, he got his career destroyed for testing positive for weed. And now Nate can smoke a fucking blunt and blow it in USADA's face on camera and live stream it. Now, one of these things is wrong. The other one is not. Guess which one's which, okay? Nick never should have been suspended for 5 years. He should be able to sue the fucking athletic board, and he should be able to get compensated for however many times he would have been able to fight during those years, because that's fucking bullshit. They destroyed his life. 5 fucking years? Especially when you go, okay, can you compare that suspension to, I don't know, any other suspension that you can think of? Think of guys who got popped multiple times for performance enhancers, like real performance enhancers, Like guys who are straight up cheating and got caught more than once. Who took a 5-year suspension? Who else took a 5 fucking year suspension? For weed? For fucking weed, dude? So I encourage Nate to just blow chronic smoke right directly in the face of every USADA person. Everybody sounds like that USADA guy's cool, but I'm more talking about blow chronic smoke in the face of the institution that fucked his brother's life up, But I don't know. That's why that bothered me. As soon as I saw it, I was like, yeah, this is funny. It's definitely funny, but it just reminds me how fucked up it is what they did to Nick. It's fucking wrong, dude. And these athletic boards need to really consider these are people's lives. Look, if someone cheats, that's different. Someone takes EPO, of course, suspend them. If someone takes testosterone, in a way that's not legal, suspend them. Okay? Someone takes whatever, suspend them. Okay? Someone smokes weed, right? And they didn't know. 5 years. Okay? Someone drinks cough medicine because they're sick and it happens to have blah, blah, blah. 6 months suspension, a year. What? You're supposed to be protecting the sanctity of the sport. Vanderlei Silva in the very first random test ever in a foreign country where he doesn't speak the language, runs away from a USADA guy because the guy asked to see his dick, and he's all, I think I'd rather not show you my dick, stranger with no identification on you. And he gets a lifetime ban. What the fuck, dude? What the fuck? How about you just get him to do a drug test, and if he's clean, then you explain to him why what he did was wrong. You know? Like, I don't know. That's just kind of what I would do if I wasn't a sadist, power hungry, like, you know, oh, well, it was in between being a fucking Target employee, you know, a prison CO at a really kind of low security prison where I get to just flex my muscle on, you know, minimum security prisoners, or be a USADA person or a Nevada State Athletic Board person. Suspend that piece of shit. Suspend him. Like, remember when they used to talk about, what's his name? Who was that little fucker who was the matchmaker that retired, right? Who was the oh my god. He was a sure dog guy who was like one of the guys that did the threads, and then they put him in charge of all the matchmaking, and he was the biggest asshole of all time to all the fighters. And you know, he got off on it. He's like, these guys could beat me within an inch of my life at any drop of a dime, but they need me. So it's like, hey, Eddie Alvarez, you're fucking trash, man. You are not a good fighter. You're a little bitch. Huh? You're a little bitch. And he was like 4'6". Oh, I did a really funny video about that. If you remember his name, which I don't, and then you search it on my page, and then you go back to, it's like a really early video that I did. I promise it's an oldie. It's a fucking goodie. Give that a run. Anyway, so fuck that. Super wrong. Love you guys. Peace.